Hey guys, welcome to another review. Today I'll be reviewing the Wacky Wobbler bobblehead of the Amazing Spider-Man 2's Spider-Man. I've been really wanting to get this and I finally found it yesterday, so I got it. And it looks pretty awesome the box looks pretty cool. Let's look at all of the sides. So that's the front. This side we get another pose of Spider-Man. We get a little bio about Spider-Man, and if you want to read that, feel free to pause the video right now. And on the other side, we basically have the same thing as the other side that we saw over there. But, yeah, then there's a front. The top has the price and, yeah, that. And the bottom just has info about Funko and all that type of stuff. So let's get it open. And there we go. That looks pretty good, actually. I really like it. From what I've seen, I've looked at it a bit and it looks pretty awesome. I really like to talk about the head and specifically the eyes. The eyes look pretty good. I don't know, the head looks pretty awesome. I like it. The shape and the pattern are pretty similar to the bobblehead from the first film, but the eyes are obviously much different and much larger compared to the first one, and I like that. If you look at his body, the lines all look great. We get to see the new logo, and I love his hands for some reason. I love how they're just much, I don't know, they remind me of Superhero Squad a bit. They're much larger than you'd expect them to be. They look a lot more cartoony, I guess. And I like to really put emphasis on the web shooting hand. I don't know if you can tell probably, but they haven't included the web shooter and the pad on his palm, which he presses to make the web shooter, shoot. And I think that's really cool and a great attention to detail. And I love how they've done that. The back of the bobblehead, we get to see the logo. And just looking at it from the back really reminds me of that one scene in the movie when he's watching Gwen Stacy from that corner of the building. I don't know, it looks really cool. They've done a great paint job. It looks fantastic. The pose looks great, and overall it's pretty good. My only complaint though is just that this little gap there between the red and the blue, so just his lower up around his waist. That's my only complaint. There's a little gap there, and one around his shoulder. But besides that, it's a great action figure. Sorry, a bobblehead. Sorry, and it looks great. And the base looks pretty cool. It's actually like what I see with the top of the building. It's basically just that him on top of one, and then it says the Amazing Spider-Man 2 down the bottom. It's a great paint job. It looks really, really good. But now I'll just quickly compare it to a couple of other bobbleheads which I also have. This is Spider-Man compared to the Avengers Hulk bobblehead. Spider-Man is just slightly taller. Here is the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man compared to the Iron Man 3 Iron Man Mark 42. And I do recommend this bobblehead of Iron Man. It looks pretty awesome, especially the head. But Iron Man seems to be roughly the same and possibly just taller. And here is the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2 comparison. Like I said, like the cartoony Superhero Squad hands on number 2. The Amazing Spider-Man 1 bobblehead does have like normal hands basically, and I guess I like that better for this suit, but I like how it looked cartoony on number 2 because I guess it sort of suits the way it looks. I think number 2 is just slightly taller, but I like even though that number 2 is standing on this big thing and the body's not that tall and it's more posed, it's still roughly the same height as all the other bobbleheads, and I find that really, really cool. And I also definitely recommend the Amazing Spider-Man 1 bobblehead. Besides, these are probably two of my favourite bobbleheads, along with the Iron Man 3 one. So I definitely recommend these 3 bobbleheads. They're great bobbleheads. So overall, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man Bobblehead is a fantastic bobblehead. Great paint job, great pose. I love the cartoony look of the hands. The base looks pretty awesome. The head is great. The eyes look fantastic. And if you're a fan of the movie or Spider-Man in general, I definitely recommend this bobblehead. Because even if you don't really like the movie much, it still looks very much like just a normal Spider-Man from the comics and that, so you can't really tell the difference really, except for the name of the Amazing Spider-Man 2 on the bottom of the base. So besides that, it's just a normal Spider-Man bobblehead, so I definitely recommend it. So I recommend picking this bobblehead up.